Hello, everyone. My name is Thomas Sawyer with thomassawyer.com.
Hey, I'm Ingrid H. Turner, ingridhturner.com. It's two at that time.
And we are here for universal psychic readings and healings, mofos. So give me a second
Let's
to
do
share
it.
out. And we will be back. Kaboom.
Okay, sorry. Hi, you're muted.
My name is
There we go.
Thomas Sawyer with thomassawyer.com.
Ingrid H. Turner with ingridhturner.com.
Hello, Sarah. I see you watching. I'm glad
Hello,
that you.
darlings.
Um, I haven't seen Sarah in like a year plus. Anyways, okay. Moving on. I'm just messaging her today. Messing with her a little bit. Anyways, back to it. Okay. First, we have consciouschange.org, I believe. So we still have a list open, guys. It is $35 donation. We have Creating Conscious Change is the name I got for the reading. I believe she is in the UK. And I'm going to double
Okay.
check my records real quick on my other phone. Thank God I have two of them
Right.
because I don't know what I'd do if I didn't. And let me just double check my friend because she's the one that did it. No, no, good to go. I don't know nothing about it. Her name is, hold on, Melissa Tesoro, I believe.
Melissa. Okay. Do you want me to start?
Yes, if you don't mind.
Okay. Ah, never mind. All right, Melissa. Melissa, I'm feeling. Yes. I'm feeling a lot of energy, Melissa, in the throat and in the root. Feeling this, and then I'm feeling a tingling that's right here between my third eye and my crown. I feel like you are really working on feeling safe enough to speak up and communicate like all of the wisdom and the things you have to share. I'm picking up that your energy has a quiet kind of power that you haven't yet really expressed into the world, and you're feeling that needs to happen, and you're kind of moving blindly forward. You're not really sure how to go about it or what that looks like. You just know you're trying to work on your safety. You're just working on feeling safe. And I feel like that's a really good place for you to be, is working on feeling safe. It's all about the root chakra, safety, security, our instinct. The root chakra is the foundation we build for ourselves based on our childhood experiences and relationships. And you're doing a lot of work in that arena. You tend to go through the world not feeling very safe and feeling a little like, ooh, maybe a little off kilter or like not sure. But as you continue to do the work around feeling safe and connecting more deeply with your root and restructuring your root, you're going to find that you're able to bring more and more and more of yourself out into the world. You do not need to try and be who you are not. You are a gentle soul moving out into the world in a way that is the way that your energy moves, it permeates. Think of it like smoke, or the air. It just moves through sort of subtly and unseen. It gets into everything. So that's your power. There is a requirement for you to speak up and to speak your truth, which you're having a hard time with, because I can feel that in the throat chakra. But the more safe you feel, the more it will naturally erupt from you. So you don't have to force yourself to speak up. Keep doing what I feel like you're already doing this, where you're focusing on the root. But I feel like you had some questions like, oh my gosh, I should force myself to speak up and speak out. You don't have to. The more you work on healing that root and the issues of the root, which is going to be your family dynamics, your immediate family dynamics, the environment that you grew up with, your childhood experiences, all of this stuff being integrated and healed is going to naturally allow you to open up your heart and speak when and where it is appropriate. And so it's like smoke, it permeates everything. It gets into everything, okay? And it lingers. All right, your words, your voice, your communication, bringing this through, your teachings through will linger. And it won't, you're not the person who goes like, bam, drop a bomb. And people are like, whoa, what the hell? Like I said, yours lingers. It's subtle. There's a subtlety to the teachings that you bring to bear. And I just feel like you're doing it. And this is your affirmation, your validation that you're doing it correctly. And you don't need to force anything. Drill down, don't move out. Drill down, don't move out. Okay, let me pull some cards for you, sweets, and see what else Spirit has for you. What else does Spirit have to say for our beautiful Melissa? What does Spirit have for our beautiful Melissa? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Handmade of Cups. Aw, that really feels like your energy. This is gorgeous. Yeah. Bringing messages softly, lovingly out into the collective. This is you in a fight with yourself about it. How am I supposed to do this? This is you feeling uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable because you're healing. It's okay. You're doing freaking amazing. You have a solid foundation for yourself. Okay, you have a solid energetic foundation. You know who you are. And that's like the majority of the battle. You're very relationship oriented in your teachings, in what you bring out to the collective, in the way that you raise the consciousness, in the way that you bring yourself out. Very relationship oriented. And that's really good because you'll be able to reach people deeply and on the level where they are. You're also, it's important for you to keep in mind charity, which means where can you give from an overflowing cup? So when we give and we don't have it to give, that's martyrdom. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about charity, which is I have an abundance of this and I can give it. Whatever you have an abundance of, give it away. Give it away, give it away. Where they have an abundance of love, an abundance of money, an abundance of, well wishes, an abundance of patience, whatever you have, that's where your charity lies. And that's what will unlock your abundance as well, is giving away what you have an abundance of. And it will come back in abundance in the form that you need it. Not necessarily the same form, the form that you needed. Okay, darling, thank you so much for showing up and giving us the opportunity to tune in. I'm bouncing you over to Thomas.
Creating consciousness. I feel like, number one, Callie fucking just slammed into my body. Got all these arms. If people don't know who Callie is, look who Callie is. She just like slammed into me. Okay. Oh, I feel like you are. Geez, I'm hesitant to say this, but my abilities are expanding. Okay, so I feel like you may be hearing a voice that may be part of you. I don't know how to explain this, but it's not the best voice. They're saying that it needs to be. Callie, what is it? Jesus. You scream too much, Callie. Okay. It needs to be removed. I'm removing it. That's what I'm doing. I don't know why this happened. I was very confused half the time Ingrid was talking because I haven't seen this happen before. So give me a second. Tap me into Callie even more. She's already inside of me or around me or something. Okay. Ground. Thank you. And yes, thank you. I have to take off some of my jewelry. It doesn't conducive with her energy. Thank you. Okay, thank you. And conscious creations, you're going to watch this later since you're the first one on the feed. I want you to say I accept now and move in. Feel this in your heart chakra. Your heart chakra right here. Now, energy around her. Kali, step in. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Okay. And my necklace back. Energy's going around you. It's cutting cords. Whatever this is. I don't know what the fuck this is. It's some dimensional thing. And clear. They're saying when you connect in with people's energies after you're done conscious creations, I want you to ground your energy in the ground when you're done. That way you can pull anything. I don't do this all the time either, conscious creations, but to pull the energy in the ground. So I just remember my old mentor used to do this. After every session, he would walk out in the hallway for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and he would just ground any energy he needed to get rid of. I mean, that's the message I'm being told to tell you because that's the vision I'm seeing. So after you see people, if you're seeing people or you're interacting with people, I'm not sure because I don't know you. You're in the UK. But the point is that just ground the energy. Kaboom. Okay. They're saying you're not this. You're not a beggar. This is upside down. So I'm seeing it as a beggar card. You're not a beggar. All this is reality. This is what you're seeing, which means you're not a beggar. All these cups are your abundance. Everything you can have. They're presenting you with a gift. You have the ability to work with archangels and some pretty fucking strong Hindu gods. Because Kali came in like fire. case in point, this is representation of Kali to me for some reason at the moment, is the High Priestess. Number 3, control your emotions. Number 4, don't run into battle half-cocked. Number 5, I have a feeling you're a bit of a warrior. That's why I'm saying this. And this is how you're feeling right now, is the opposite of strength. I don't read reversals, Ingrid, but all of a sudden I have to start reading them the last 2 weeks.
You just got to go with what you're feeling.
And when you do that, you turn into this, the Empress, and then you move into the world. That means that you will be seen on many different levels. Once you start embodying, shit, you guys are being strong today, your divine masculine power, because we all have it, female and males. I have to embody my divine feminine and balance with my divine masculine. You have to embody your divine masculine, embody it, and divine feminine. And then you will cut away these mental restraints that you have upon yourself. And what else? There's more cards. That was the past, though, the Ace of Swords. You have cut away a lot of mental things. I want you to realize that. There's just more there. The current thing is the Page of Swords. It's the message of a mental message. That's why they're giving me this. But this leads all to this, which is money. I don't even know what the card is. It's money. They're saying it's money. Take it. But you have to be willing to do the work. Shit. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Jesus. Okay. No wonder I had to eat all that food before I did this. Okay. Next up, we have, thank you, dear, for being here. And let me just do a little bit of work real quick. Reconfigure light. Merlin, please. I don't want to talk to you right now. Okay. Next up, we have this. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I'm looking. Conscious change. Next up, we have Brian D. Bears.
Hey, Brian. Who do you want to start?
Oh, no, sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's Ali Munoz.
Oh.
Ali.
Okay. All right. All right. You starting or am I starting? You're starting. I am. Okay. You're grounding. Okay. Ali. All right, beautiful Ali. What do we need to know? Show me. Okay, there's a lot of noise to sift through right now, Ali. And that's all you need to focus on is just sifting through the noise. It feels like there's an urgency that you're feeling to take action or make a decision, but that urgency is not real. That's like self-imposed or coming from something that doesn't matter. What's important for you right now is to sift through the nonsense, sift through the noise. Okay, there's a lot of noise in your environment. There's a lot of noise in your mind, mostly it's just causing a lot of confusion. You don't have to do anything except just be present with what you're confused about and allow yourself to move through it until clarity reveals itself. You don't have to make a decision right now. That urgency that you feel, don't pay any attention to it. It's not real. And the more you're able to just sit and be present with what is confusing, what is not clear, the sooner clarity will come for you. And when clarity shows up, then it's going to be like, oh, that's what I need to do. And it'll be the perfect timing. So just for the next few days, just try not to get caught up in that sense of urgency and try and figure things out. You don't have to figure anything out. You just got to wait and watch. Things will come clear. It feels like this has to do around like your personal life, around what it is you want to do next, how you want your life to look, how you want to build it. I feel like you're evaluating, or you have been in a process of evaluating almost every area of your life in which you want. And right now you're just hit with a lot of confusion. But confusion is the first step to clarity. It's the first step. Chaos is the first step to creation. Okay. So you're in that first step of change, of making the changes that you need to make. You just don't know what they are yet, and you don't have to. So just wait and allow clarity to emerge from the chaos, from the confusion. It will. It always does, because nothing is stagnant. The first step is the chaos and confusion. The next step is clarity and then action. So you're just in the first step. And this is really good because it means you shifted your energy so that you're going to be rearranging your life to suit you better. Don't be scared is what I'm getting. You know, change can feel really scary for humans. For some reason, we are hardwired to resist change, and yet it's the only constant. So let's not do that anymore. Let's just breathe and trust that everything is working in our favor, and this is a benevolent universe, and you have made a commitment and asked for what you want. Ask for your life to be rearranged is the word that I keep getting, and it's going to end up much more fulfilling for you in the long run. Okay, let me pull some cards for you. 7 of Swords. So you're not feeling great right now. You're feeling exposed and vulnerable, and I feel like, you know, this may be what you're feeling unclear about. There may be some deception afoot, or you think there might be deception, or you're not sure who you can trust or if you can trust somebody. Wait. It will come clear. Wait. And it's going to come clear pretty quickly. All right. The Chariot. Things are going to start moving quickly. I love the Chariot card. It means changes are coming and you don't control the timing. All right. You don't control the timing. You just ride it. Ride those horses. The Queen of Swords. You are very perceptive. You're used to being perceptive. You're used to your intuition being on point. This is feeling disconcerting. The chaos is feeling disconcerting because you're not used to it, but we all go through this, and it's only going to add to this natural perception and fierce clarity that you possess. Okay, this is not a detriment. You're really coming to, so lots of swords here, lots to do with the mind. Okay, swords are about the mind. You're coming to clarity with what you think, what you believe, what you want your life to look like. Trust that. Don't second guess yourself, okay? Your sisterhood, your community, your friends are your allies here, okay? This shit that's going on, it doesn't matter, but it will be resolved, and you have people you can rely on to move you forward when that comes clear. Don't stress yourself out. Don't get afraid. Don't start, hyper fixating on it. Just be at peace in the next few days. I feel like things will come more and more clear for you. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Allie. There's a whole bunch of fucking cups here. I can tell you that. This is about your emotions. I agree with Ingrid. It's time for you to step back. There's a lot that's going to be coming through soon. I mean, first one is, what is this? One, two, 7 of Cups. So you don't know what the fuck's going on. You're being presented with all kinds of shit from different angles. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's actually the 7 of Cups, even though if it means that, I don't know. But the point is that it's like shit's coming at you from different angles. It's up, it's down, it's left, it's right. It's, you don't know what the fuck's going on. I kind of understand what you're going through right now, and maybe just in a different way. And anyways, but the good news is you're avoiding something, Miss Allie, and you were right. I might throw cards at you, as you stated on your message. I didn't think I would. I was like, that sounds crazy, Allie. Why would I throw a card at the screen? But right there, they're presenting you with a gift. This is what you're avoiding. This is why I love doing this spread this way. This is what you're avoiding. They're giving you a gift. And in that gift, you're going to find true discernment within yourself. I'm channeling one of my guides. Okay. You're going to find true discernment within yourself, and you're going to find true discernment around you and what capabilities you have and what you're willing to put up with and what you're willing to not put up with moving forward. I feel like this may have something to do with a boy. It may have something to do with your father. I just keep seeing men everywhere. So it feels like there's something here that has to do with men. It could be a subconscious thing. Send me a message. I'm not saying that book online because I recommend it to too many clients. I'm not just giving it away for free. But the point is that you can find the book for free online. It will help you start figuring out what's going on. See, even my throat chakra is closing down. It'll help you start figuring out what is going on in your subconscious mind so you can start reforging that. They don't want to say reprogramming. They want to say reforging that like a piece of metal. Interesting. Okay. Dad passed and I am single, LOL. So that's what's coming through. Okay. Unexpected help, the Page of Swords. It's letting go. The question I have for you, Allie, as I want to throw this card at the screen. is, will you let go? This isn't right now. It's recent. But in the future, don't do a Thomas. Okay, now it's my former fiance. Don't do a Thomas and hold on to somebody for 6 years if you can let go of them. Because there comes a point for grieving and there comes a point to let go. I know this is really hard. I know. At least from my perspective of my former fiance. But the point is, it is what it is. Just don't burden yourself with all that emotional stuff because it hurts, man. But good news. The next right step, the Queen of Cups. So you master your emotions. You become one with your emotions, and everything starts doing it. And there we go. And the probable future outcome, Allie, was this card, but I asked for more understanding, and I got it. So don't be a beggar with money. You don't have to beg for it. I feel like you've been doing that for too long, I'm hearing. But I asked for another card, and I asked for a vision of what else I needed to say. And the other part of the card was the Chariot. Now I'm seeing this as black and white in relation to something else. I feel like you're going to start making a lot of changes, and you're going to get noticed somehow. Okay, they're saying stop. The question becomes, thank you, I can put on my jewelry again, guys, thank you, is that the question becomes, the question we all have here is that, will we make the change when we know we have to? It's like we all run from things in life. And there comes a point where we have to stop running and face whatever that thing is for us individually. We all do this in different ways. But when that comes, when that time comes, it may not be right now. It might be in a year. It might be in a day. It might be in a month. I don't know. That's up to you. It's up to what you decide. Will you decide to put the brakes on what you're thinking and confront what it is you need to confront? Yeah, that came out pretty strong. Because the vision I saw was they were giving you a contract. They're saying money is, okay, it's crazy. It's picking up words as I look around my desk. Okay, the money will come, but money, the first money you're offered is not always the solution. If you're given a contract of any kind, be sure that that fine print is read and looked at by someone who understands fine print like a lawyer. I don't know why I need to tell you that, but this message comes through very randomly, and Ingrid has disappeared. But it's okay. She'll be back. But be careful with that energy and realize that you are a creator being and you can create other opportunities. If that even happens, because it's in a timeline that's coming up for you, but that timeline may not be right away. So just give it some time and you'll figure it out. Yes. And with that, I'm all alone. Mofos, she's back. I'm like, I'm all alone. What am I going to do? Okay.
Sorry. I'm back.
Okay. So, yeah, just keep going with that. And I don't, energy, no. I don't need any energy. But they're saying, yeah, just you are not alone. You know, I was alone for a second is what I meant, Allie, not like really. But yeah, so which was strange to me because I was like, I'm on TikTok alone all the time for hours. Why do I care? Anyways, so that's how you see change can be hard. You all of a sudden like fucking shit, it's changed. I don't know what to do.
Hey.
Okay, Ingrid, you got your grinding thing over there.
My grinding thing? I'm sorry.
It sounds like you're grinding a tree stump.
Well, I turned on my car to try and charge my laptop, and it's not charging, so I guess I'll turn it off again. Because that's not working. I'm working it out.
Okay.
I might have to switch to my phone, though.
It's okay. So, Allie, is a contract about a job? Let me ask. Why not? I don't know. Three of Swords. I don't know if you should take that job if it's about a job. That's Three of Swords. So, yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like it's something else. More than likely, I'm hearing yes. It's something else. They say you're thinking too small. Do you want me to add both of you? Ingrid? Okay, hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Okay. I can hear you.
Crap.
I can hear you. I can hear. I can hear.
Wait. I think that I fixed it. Can you hear me? Okay, got it. I'm working it. Doing it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Allie, I don't think it's about a job. They're saying you're thinking too small and you need to be thinking bigger. There's more you can do. It's a subconscious patterning in your brain, and it has to do with other energies, and it's time to refocus who you are and redefine who you are as well. It's going to take some time, but you're right on the precipice. And you're already there. You just don't see it yet. You will. I'm letting Ingrid get set up. We can see you, Ingrid. Okay.
This will do for now.
Thank you, Allie.
Thanks, Allie.
Next up, we have. Yes, stay logged in, PayPal. Thank you. Next up, we have Shelly Davidson.
Hey, Shelly. All right. I'm doing the damn thing. I'm going?
Yeah, but Allie, you got a big, long cord across your camera screen.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, Allie, that's all I can. I don't know the rest of these answers, my guides are saying. You have to look yourself. I think that's part of it, Allie, this is going to take a deep dive into who you are. I'm going through the same shit. It's a different way, they're saying. Yeah, Ada, we still have openings if you really want to. That's up to you. And yeah. So here we go. Next we have Shelly. Hello, Shelly. Come on.
Hey, Shelly.
I can start if you really need me.
Okay, go ahead.
You people may see me eating in the middle of me reading. I know how it looks, but I just need fuel. One of the reasons why I'm pounding caffeine. Because the energies are fucking intense today. Like they've been for the last fucking week. They seem to be getting stronger.
Yeah, I had a hell of a time yesterday.
I'm like, what on fucking God's green earth is happening?
God's green earth.
I've been sleeping half the day. I work, I go to sleep. I work, I go to sleep.
Wow.
And I dropped 2 cards, so they're for you. Okay. Oh, look at that. Seems a recurring theme. Allie, what is being presented to you right now that you're not looking at? There's obviously a choice that needs to be had. 6 crossover. Thank you. Okay. What's being presented to you right now that you're not looking at? I feel like it's in the form of a relationship, a job, or something of a higher nature. Being like angelical, they're saying. Usually say angel. What the fuck is angelical mean?
I like it. Let's start using it.
Like
I like
church.
angelical better.
Angelical church. I don't know. Something being offered to you, Shelly. I don't know what it is, but it's right here. It's being offered. It's time for you to take it. You can't hold your arms like this forever. Listen, I did this shit for years, and I'm realizing now how much that I could have had, and maybe I wasn't ready for it. Maybe it's all divine timing. Maybe I'm too hard on myself. Maybe you're too hard on yourself, and that's why I'm telling you this. but it's there. What you're avoiding is stepping fully into your money. Move forward, dear one. Move forward into the energies that are being presented at this time. Unexpected help. You have to make a choice. The Two of Swords. I am getting feedback, but now am I still? Yes. Okay. I turned down my volume.
Okay.
I turned down my volume while I talk. Okay. So you're getting a choice, Two of Swords. What are you willing to, the choice you need to make? What is the choice? What is the choice? What is the choice? Now, the next right action is the Ten of Swords. Now, I'm not saying it as the Ten of Swords. I'm saying it as the Death card. There are things that you're holding on to that need to just go. They're no longer good for you. The Andromedans have been contacting you. I know that sounds totally crazy in the middle of this reading because it just came through. The Andromedans are trying to contact and work with you. They have information for you, Shelly. So let me speak about this for a minute while Ingrid is grounding. Is that extraterrestrials and aliens right now are trying to speak to us for whatever reason about what's coming soon, I'm hearing. And we have to be open sometimes to hearing their messages. Some of them, be very careful who you talk to, but you have guides for a reason, and they can, if you tell them to, you can have them, if something doesn't, if a being doesn't feel right, push them away. But if it's just fear, that's different. If it's change, you get what I'm saying. Use the right to decree. It's a universal law, the right to decree. You ask any being 3 times, the being has to answer you 3 times in the same way, or it's not someone you need to work with. If you have any questions about working with a being. But when I'm saying that's the death, that's the death. You just have to get through the water. Okay, they're using something I saw yesterday at the beach. So you just have to get through the water to get to the land. And that this is the water. As part of it is meditation. You had a past lifetime where you used to meditate all the time. You were a fucking like female monk, and they didn't even let females to be monks half the time, unless I'm looking at some time frame that I don't remember where there's female monks. But the point is that I'm sure there were. But used to be a female monk, you could meditate. You could actually move water and like dry towels and make fire and do all these magical things with your energy. They're asking you to tap back into that energy. It's not going to be easy. Nothing ever is. And as I say with any kind of meditation or anything of this nature, is that you just have to keep doing it until it works. And once it works, it works. Yeah. The next right action is the 5 of Swords. You win the battle, but at what cost? That's the question you have to ask yourself. So any battles you're in, what cost is that? You still win, but the probable future is good. The Queen of Pentacles, you're rich as fuck. I've been told I was a female monk. Great confirmation. Yes. I don't know. I didn't know there were female monks, but I don't know everything. None of us do. And yeah, and that's it. I need energy. Kaboom, energy. There you go. That's easy for me. And Ingrid, you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm great. Do your thing.
Okay, I'm complete.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, Shelly, I'm seeing you walk into a new building down a hallway, and it feels like a new school. I'm getting the feeling of like when we went to a new school when we were kids, like it's like you're just going into high school. That's the kind of feeling that I'm get. And you're feeling with sort of nervousness and trepidation and excitement, and you don't really know how it's going to go. You don't know if you're going to make friends. You don't know who your people are. It's just all brand new. Like you're just brand new in this environment. But more than any kind of fear or trepidation is also excitement. So the analogy of this new school, it feels like you're moving into a new arena. you're moving into a new phase in your life where like it's like your energy's like cycled up, if you will. Like you've expanded your energy and you're in unfamiliar territory energetically. So you're going to be learning new lessons, having new experiences, kind of making your way in a new kind of world with a new kind of energy and new kind of people. And that's really exciting, and embrace the exciting part of it and try to remember that the fear, any fear that you feel is just noise. It doesn't really mean anything. It's the excitement that matters to you, that matters for you, the newness of it. There's just a really fun, new, exciting, oh my God, we're growing up kind of energy, like going into high school for the first time. It's a really interesting visual. Let me shuffle the cards. Let's see what else Spirit has for you. That's just gorgeous. You know more than you think you do, than you give yourself credit for. You understand more than you give yourself credit for. You're more sensitive than you give yourself credit for. You're more intuitive than you give yourself credit for. You're kind. You're more of everything than you give yourself credit for. What you see in other people is a reflection back at you. So the people that you are complimenting and loving on and seeing all these wonderful things in, that's you. It's maybe them too, but it's you. You're seeing it because it's in you. Okay, what else does Shelley need to know? King of Swords, Handmaid of Cups, Seven of Staves, Sagittarius, and the Three of Wands. So what I'm pulling from this spread is like the Seven of Wands is like the newness. You know, okay, we're going into a new environment, but you're on higher ground than you think you are. It's really important for you to be mentally disciplined right now. So really focus on your mindset and how you're thinking, and be aware of your thinking and intentional with your thinking and your mind. I always say like we are programmable, all of us. So get ahead of like your own negativity or, you know, input that is not helpful to you by plugging into your brain and mind what is helpful to you, what is inspiring, what is uplifting, what is motivating. Get ahead of it with that kind of a thing, because you're going to need a lot of discipline with your mind. Sagittarius is expansion, it's Jupiter, it's adventure, it's going off into the unknown, it's travel. I don't feel like it's literally travel for you. I feel like it's an energetic, it's a frequency that you're expanding into. It's new, it's teaching. You know, you're going to be learning, and as a result, with how much you're learning, you're going to end up being the teacher in the end. And the Handmaid of Cups is walk gently. Just walk gently and trust yourself. Three of Wands says to get your energy aligned, mind, body, and soul, to completely set your intention really strongly. Okay? Set a very strong intention. You're going to be fine. You're moving into a bumpy period only because it's new, not because there's anything wrong. You're a rock star. And on the bottom, we have the Hanged Man. This is a time for learning and receiving wisdom, and lots of it. And the wisdom you receive, you will, in the end, be sharing and teaching and putting out into the world with your own beautiful spin on it. All righty.
Okay. Next up, we have Gail Voigt.
Hi, Gail. I just want to apologize for the mayhem that I caused a little bit ago while I was like getting myself situated. I expected to be able to charge my computer, and I was not able to charge it. So I had to change everything, and I didn't have it prepared. So that was really distracting, and I apologize for that. We're back.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to start with Gail, or would you like me to start?
I'd like you to start, because I have to eat this rice. I need more fuel.
Okay. Eat the rice. I'm going to start with beautiful Gail. Okay, Gail. So cleansing and clearing is really important for you right now. You're taking on a lot of energy, and you're holding it. And if you check in, you'll notice yourself getting heavy and tired. When you start to feel a little more tired than you normally do, you're holding the energy. It's getting too heavy. It's heavy in your body. You have to do your clearing exercises. At this point, it might be really valuable to bring somebody in to help you clear that energy out and move it out, because you're holding a lot. I feel like you're holding a lot with people who are close to you, but you're also taking in a lot because you're not paying as much attention out in the world, like going to the store, and just you're very sensitive and you're open and you're empathic, and I feel like you're just absorbing a lot of energies, and you're going to need to take some time out. A couple of days would be ideal to clear out that energy so that you don't feel heavy and weighted down. There's a lightness that you're meant to experience. You're supposed to wake up energized and be energized sort of throughout the day and feeling really good, but you're getting tired earlier is what I'm getting. And that is your tell that you're taking on energy that's not yours. So your first step is to ask how much of this is mine and give it a percentage. And your next step is to be like, okay, clear out what you can yourself. I do feel like it'd be really beneficial for you to get somebody in who can help you clear the energy out, because there's some that's really sticky that you're taking on, and you're taking it on in the last week or two, and it's been kind of you've been dragging as a result of it the last couple of weeks. So important to get this energy out so that you can get back to feeling good again. You have a tremendous amount of gifts to bring out into the world. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of healing energy. I also got love. I just saw the word love. You have a lot of love to give. But you are a person who needs to be very conscious of the energy that you're taking on. So doing your protections, your energetic protections at the beginning of the day before you go out, really remembering to do that and getting into your spiritual practice really strongly is going to be very helpful in you not taking on as much. But you're because of who you are going to fill up with energy probably every so often. So understand the tells of when that's the case. When you start feeling heavy and tired sooner than you normally do throughout the day, you're carrying too much energy that's not yours, and bring in the reinforcements, bring in the tribe, bring in some help to clear that energy out. You will find one or two people who you really trust and are consistently able to clear you so that you feel much, much, much better. That's really important, because when we hold on to energy like that, it calcifies inside of us and it starts to kind of almost fester, and it can result in physical issues and physical ailments. So get yourself cleared out, do your clearing work regularly, and know when it's time to bring in somebody else, an outsider who has better perspective than you do, who can help you clear that energy out. That's what Spirit is saying is really important for you right now. It's time to bring in somebody to help you clear out some of that energy. Okay, let me pull some cards. Spirit, what else does Gail need to know? What else does beautiful Gail need to know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Six of Swords, Queen of Cups, Five of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Eight of Staves. Yeah, you've really been doing the mental work, Gail. You've really been working on your mental health, your mindset, the taking command of your mental space, and that's really great. The Queen of Cups here is your energy. The Five of Cups I'm seeing is the energy that you're taking on. Sadness, depression, heaviness, that's not yours. If you're feeling that, I feel like that's not yours, or a huge chunk of it is not yours. Got to start getting honest with yourself about that. Cut away the fat, cut away the fat, cut away the fat. Things will start to move very quickly for you once you get yourself fully clear, and then you're going to have much better perspective and clarity about what's going on in your life. Right now it feels very murky. But you've been doing such good work with your mindset. Like, I just want to applaud you for that. You're doing such good work with your mindset. The clarity you don't have right now is because you're taking on other people's energy, because you're got stuck energy in your body, in your aura, and it's all mingled up in there. So get some help with that. Clear that bad boy out, whoever you feel drawn to, and you will feel much, much better.
Gail, get some caffeine. Okay. Here's a message from Gail to you, Ingrid. Okay. So, sleepless nights. You're having sleepless nights. Okay. Number 2. Number 1, there comes a message of emotion as you start to walk away from people that no longer serve you and stop doing battle with things. So it's going to kind of go with what Ingrid already said. So with battle with certain people that no longer you need to battle with, it's like you're picking up this. You're starting to understand this idea that you don't have to always battle to get what you want. And in that understanding, you're going to realize that sometimes it's best to walk away from things that don't serve you instead of walking or teetering in between both, because it makes somebody else happy and not you. I keep picking up something every time I read you, almost every time, about a guy. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know. He could be there with you right now. Don't get mad at me if he is. If there's something that isn't working, it needs to be addressed. You two need to have a conversation. We live in this society, as I've said a million fucking times, and I've said to Ingrid as well, is that people don't want to have fucking conversations anymore about anything. Real conversations about what they want, what they need. They say, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Go. So have the conversation. What's it going to hurt? People get mad sometimes when I have these conversations with people, and sometimes they don't. I don't really care, because at the end of the conversation, they're happy. Or we don't talk. But usually 99% of the time or 90% of the time, they're happy. Use hypnosis. No, don't use hypnosis. They said don't do that. I was trying to find a way for, if you're not sleeping, what is the problem? Here we go. Oh, yes, it is my ex. Okay. Let it go then. If it's your ex and you keep bringing him back, let it go. It's not serving you. You're reconnecting an energetic cord, even though the intimacy might be amazing or something you need. Maybe you don't need it as much as you think you do. I don't really know. I'm just channeling. And also remember that this is about you. So in life sometimes, I feel like I'm talking about myself. We realize all of a sudden that we feel like we need to fix other people, and we don't need to fix other people, especially people who are not paying us to help them, and or people that we care about, or what, you get my point, in our lives, not in our working lives. And sometimes it's just not worth our effort, because it's like, I tried, man. I tried. And that is the next right step, which is this. What is this? 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups. One of these cups. Point is, you're walking away from a bunch of shit you don't need anymore. You're like, fuck that shit. It's over. It's done. The card fell on the ground, which is confirmation of that. Get the fuck out. It's done. I don't want this shit in my life anymore. Don't stop your resurrection. This is upside down. Whatever the card is. Point is, I see it as resurrection. When it's like this, don't stop your resurrection. I hate this backward card shit. But also, Anchor's laughing at me. And also, cut away the shit. Like she said, cut away the fat. Become the Queen of Swords. Be like, I don't like this shit, and wave your sword around like a maniac, my guy'd say. I don't know which guy this is, but he's being funny. He's like, wave the shit around. Be like, fuck this shit. Get away from me. Fuck it. And that's my reading. No wonder people think I'm crazy. Okay, go ahead. You okay?
Right.
Okay.
I'm great. Thank you for checking. You're a sweetheart. I won't tell anybody, though. Don't worry. Nobody will know except me and you.
I'm a nice person. I
won't. You have a reputation to uphold. I get it.
I
got to
keep the muscles going.
Yeah.
Okay, you need the next person. Sorry.
I need the next person. Who's next?
Okay, Carol Jacobs.
Carol. Hi, Carol. All right, my love. I just heard appreciate. I don't so much hear it as I saw the word appreciate, and I felt it in my heart. Appreciate. And I see big flowers. And as I feel like what I'm getting, Carol, is Spirit is asking you to look around at what you can appreciate right now. I feel like you're being overcome with negativity, some negative thinking, and Spirit is saying, hey, redirect that. Look at what you can appreciate. Not everything in your world is perfect. Like, that's acknowledged. There's some things that need to shift, but they're not shifting yet. They're just not. And so what you can do to help the energy along is to look for what you can appreciate, even if it's flowers, even if it's fresh air. Whatever it is, look at what around you. Look around you and look at what you can appreciate. It will really, really help, Spirit says. Spirit is telling me nothing is changing right now. Like nothing is shifting right now. It feels immovable, like boom, like a boulder. But that doesn't mean it'll be that way forever. It means there's a reason, there's a really good reason why things are not shifting right now, why they're not moving as fast as you want them to or in the way that you want them to. Your best bet is to stop struggling and pushing against giant boulders that you can't move, and instead turn around and look at flowers that you appreciate. Kill some time appreciating some flowers is what I'm getting, because things are not shifting right now. And I just keep getting, there's a very good reason. My guide is here and he's saying it's a very good reason, assuring you it's a very good reason. And I'm kind of, well, what's the reason, right? Can we know the reason? And I'm getting no. There's a very good reason, and it will be clear, and you will learn and get so much from this experience of immovability and turning your attention to appreciation, that is, you're going to take out to the rest of your life. This is an important time in your life. You're gaining so much from this experience right now. So take a breath, turn to what you can appreciate, the people that you can appreciate, the things that you can appreciate, the moments that you can appreciate, and try not to think too much about what needs to change, because it's not going to change right now. It will, but not right now. Okay, what else does our beautiful Carol need to know, Spirit? I'm going to pull some cards for you. What does our beautiful Carol need to know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hanged man on the bottom. Nothing happening. Just wait. Okay, have faith. Things are coming to completion. The cycle is changing. Four of Swords is another nothing card. The 10 of Cups, what you want is coming to you, okay? And we have the 8 of Cups. So there's going to be a requirement for you to walk away from what you don't want. And I feel like maybe that's what you're not quite ready to do. Like you want things to change, but you're not quite ready to do the legwork of walking away and fully letting it go, like washing your hands of it. And so things are not going to change yet. 4 of Swords says rest. All right, recoup, take care of yourself, have faith in the process. Literally, the card is faith. Have faith in the process. Everything's coming your way. The Hanged Man, you're learning so much from this. So be patient, my love. It's just not shifting yet, and you're just going to have to turn around and see what you can love and appreciate in your world right now before things move in a new direction.
Yeah.
Have patience. You got this.
Okay. Animated Thomas. Fine. Fine, guides. Animated Thomas. Okay. Incarnated this way for a reason, Thomas. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Ingrid just looks at me. Okay. So don't be this woman right here. No matter where she steps, she's going to get cut. This is you right now. You can't see what's around you. Too many fucking swords. Be careful. Stand still, they say. So you can unbind yourself and see what's around you and see where the swords are at. These are representational of people, ideas, emotions, everything around you. You need to stop and stand still, unbind yourself, and see what's really happening. Number 2, as Ingrid said, Knight of Swords, don't charge into battle. You don't need to be charging into shit right now. You need to be the hermit right here. It's what you're avoiding. Been avoiding this for 4 years, my guides say. 4 years, Carol. I'm sorry I'm yelling. I'm not sorry, but I am sorry. But they want me to yell today for some reason. Maybe it's to bring my own energy up, they're saying. But the point is that I have my little tricks as well. The point is that you have to stand still. Put yourself in a room and turn off that light right there. Turn it off. Just sit there, and you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. You'll love it in the end. You'd be like, it's so peaceful in the silence. It's so peaceful here. I like it. But at first, your mind's going to be all over the place. What do I need to cook for dinner? What do I need to make for little Timmy? What do I need to feed the doggy? Blah, 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 blah. And then your mind's going to say, you know what? This is what we're doing. They're mentioning David Goggins. We have to talk about David Goggins. Okay. So David Goggins, he had to lose like 120 pounds in like 2 months to get into the Air Force and Navy SEAL training, sorry. And so he went to the gym every day, and this is crazy. He's a crazy person. But he refused to eat, and he just lifted the barbell with no weights for all day long. That's all he did. and he lost like 100 and something pounds. You know, sometimes eventually his brain, your brain just goes, this is what we're doing. Stop thinking. This is what we're doing. So silence. Find a way to get in silence. I don't even want you to have any sensory perception. Maybe you should get one of those headsets, those VR headsets, and put them on. I don't know. Ingrid's looking at me even more crazy. And anyways, moving on. The next right action, the Knight of Cups. That's mastering your emotions. Moving forward with your emotions. But don't become this dude upside down, the King of Cups, because he's too stoic in his emotions and he doesn't want to show them. You need to flip this, they're saying. Flip it. Flip it. Okay? The probable future is the Chariot. You're balanced. You know when to show your emotions, you know when to show your hand, and you know when not to show it. And I'm seeing it like a trickster, like someone's holding cards behind their back, and they're like, you can't see what I got, bitch. It's reminding me of something a friend of mine said. He goes, and I live by this rule too. Never let everyone know what you can really do. Because if they knew, then they know. But if they don't know, they don't know. It's kind of like a UFC fighter, okay? When he first comes in the UFC, no one can figure out what they can do. And eventually they do because he uses all of his tricks. But those tricks sure work well for like the first 5 to 10 fights. It's like, how the fuck is he doing that? He just sidekicks someone in the head. No one's ever been able to do that before. And then they figure out how to stop. But the point is, you don't want to give up your best secrets. Carol, I hope this makes sense. I don't know, but it makes sense to me. So, energy. As she said, it's all good, Thomas Shield. So, yes. And, yeah. There's another card, too. Sorry, I have to throw another card. You see, when you do all of that and you master the Chariot, all of a sudden, you are the King of Pentacles. You're the king of your money, too. And then the Chariot. And you become the king of your emotions, the king of money, all those things, and you're balanced. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. And there we are. Thank you, Carol, for being here. Next up we have Tammy Simmons. And she had a question. Miss Tammy had a question.
What's Tammy's question? I'd love to tune in on the question.
Let's see what it was, because it was up here somewhere. I saw it earlier. There it is. Okay, so there's two. Hello, any input on new and old relationships with men in my life right now? Or need to know on new relationships?
Okay, relationships. I'm going to dive in, Thomas.
Okay. I was going to start yelling, but go ahead.
Show me. Tammy, I'm seeing, okay, I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing, and I'm going to tell you what I feel like it means. Well, first I'm feeling my throat chakra, and I'm feeling a block in the throat chakra, and I'm seeing a body of water, but it's very clearly a dam. It's like dammed water, all right? So I feel like the dam is symbolizing you have all of this like emotional depth and feeling and love and all this juiciness inside of you, but it's all dammed up. And I feel like the throat chakra, the clenching I'm feeling in the throat chakra is your inability to express yourself fully, your fear of expressing yourself fully, and your love and your emotions and your authentic emotional truth fully. That's what you need to work on in order to attract the right person to your life. I feel like we're talking about attracting the right person to your life, into your life. Now, it also means that by attracting the right person to your life, you're going to deflect the wrong people in your life. And that's what keeps most of us really scared to communicate and express ourselves, because we know that people are going to fly away from us. And those are the wrong people for you. Those are not the right people for you. The person who is right for you is going to want to swim in your depths with you. Is going to want to be fully in your messiness, right? And what you perceive as messy. It's not messy. It's just abundant and formless and big. You know, you have so much depth and it's all dammed up and kept safe behind this dam. You got to break the dam. Okay, now I'm seeing freaking beavers, right? They're building dams, but they're also like, what, beavers chew through wood, right? Those are the ones. Chew through that dam. It's going to take some practice. It's going to take some effort, and you just start practicing right now, and you will get better and better and better at expressing your emotional truth, your emotional authenticity. And the card that just fell out of my deck is the Knight of Cups, which is the marriage card. Okay, this is the card that says your love, your partner, your husband, your future husband is in your energetic sphere. I don't think you know him. I think he's on the edge of your sphere because you are making a commitment to open up your energy to this person. Okay, I don't feel like it's somebody in your life right now. I feel like as you continue to communicate authentically the truth of who you are, your emotional truth, the truth of your love and how you love and what you're looking for in love and who you are in a love relationship, that he's going to come running for you when you're open to it, when he can hear the call of Tammy, the call of his soul. Okay, that's the call of his soul. But you got to open yourself up to it. You got to dislodge this dam that is your throat and bring your emotional truth out into the world. Now let me pull some cards and see if there's any clarification that we can get on that, any further understanding of what we're talking about. Temperance. That's emotional mastery right there. I don't know if you can see this card, but she's moving water from one bucket to the other perfectly, right? She's balancing your inner world. Your friends, your network, your community, your tribe, there are people who you can bounce these things off of who will help you get there if you let them. There's an element of mastering your thinking, of understanding what you believe and then discarding what doesn't work for you. Just let it go. A belief isn't real. Mental mastery as well as emotional mastery. Keep working on yourself and bringing your authentic self forward, and that is going to magnetize Mr. Man, the right person for you. The more you hold back, the more you allow energies, men, suitors in your life who are not right for you, who can't handle, who are not into the truth of you. Nobody is into everybody. You know, like we all have people who can hang with us and people who can't. And you're looking for the people who can. And when we express ourselves authentically, we're like a beacon for the people who want to be around us in our energy, who lap it up, who love it. All right, I hope that is helpful to you, darling. I do have the Two of Swords on the bottom. So there's a waiting. Okay, it's not yet. You keep doing you and it'll show up.
Tammy, you're not going to find your dude at the strip club. That's the beginning of my reading. Look at her face. Okay.
Cool. I agree. I tend to agree. Unlikely.
See? Unlikely. Highly unlikely. Improbable. Okay, so number one is the Lovers. Number two is the Page of Swords. That is breaking mental patterns around things that no longer serve. This is about men. This is about dudes. This is the reading's about dudes. It doesn't have to do things with spirituality. Okay, so it's about breaking the mental patterning of stuff, of what you feel about dudes, what you're avoiding. The Three of Swords. Heartbreak. You have to avoid the heartbreak, dear, once you look at the card. What does this look like to you, Tammy? Look at it. Look at it. Being all crazy, look at it. What does it mean to you? Don't be held back by what you are or what you believe you are or what you believe has happened to you or the stories you're telling in yourself in your head, because the person will not come in. Let me tell you a little story since we have a little bit of time. My divine counterpart, which I should not be talking about because I don't, apparently maybe I do know who she is, but I don't know who she is. Whatever. The point is that I don't know. And I'm a psychic, but I keep being told about her by other psychics, is that I've pushed her away like for 2 years and I don't even know who she is. Because I didn't want to deal with this. The Three of Swords. Okay. But once I do, dear God, judgment in my favor from the angels and above, and everything's in celebration. Same with you. That's why I'm pulling it out. Unexpected help. Number 3, the next right action. And I love this card because it just keeps coming up. The Hermit. You're going to have to be alone for a little while. A little bit longer. As you feel it, and my guides are saying they don't want you to engage with other people because that can muddy up your energy in that way. You know what I'm saying. If I was on TikTok, I could say it a lot differently, but I can't. I'm on Facebook. I don't want you to engage with other men unless you have to, they're saying. But because it's going to muddy up your energy, man, and you know, it's not going to be good for you because then you're going to have to clear out that energy too on top of the other energy you're dealing with and deal with their bullshit, interject connections that you don't need. But then he comes in. The dude's got money too. King of Pentacles. He's got money. That's a probable future. He's got money. He's got wealth. He knows what he's doing. Hell, he's even got a nice wand. I can't believe I fucking said that on Facebook. And yeah, so there's your reading, dear. Energy. Archangel who? Chamiel, angel of love. There we go. Connect. Motherfucker. There we go. Tara Howard says, love your beautiful face, Ingrid, sending you love. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You got yourself a new fan. Okay, you're welcome, Tammy. And next up we have Ink House Picks. Ink House Picks, can you please comment?
What?
Ink House Picks.
Oh, Ink House Picks. Okay. Gotcha.
I don't know who you are, Ink House Picks. I need you to comment. Hi, it's Cassie.
Hey, Cassie.
Hey, Cassie. This is just me grabbing some water.
All right, Cassie. I just closed my eyes for a minute and I saw a very beautiful, young, elegant woman with her makeup done really, really well and elegantly and perfectly. And she was really interesting. Like she was off the beaten path, but she was very elegant. It was just a snapshot. And I don't feel like it's a spirit. I don't think it is. I think it's symbolic about you and your energy. And I feel like the impression I got from this image was a woman who is secure in herself, a little quirky, and shows it with a lot of confidence and zest, and also comes across as very like regal and classy and well put together. And I feel like that is the embodiment of that's what you're here to embody in your aesthetic, in your energy, in your aura, in your confidence level. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be, a makeup queen. But there's an energy and aesthetic that you're here to embody. And it feels nice. Okay, let me keep tuning in. Show me. Cassie, show me. Okay, I see the ocean. And I see the ocean at night, and I see a lot of wind, like a storm, and I see the waves crashing. I feel like you have a tremendous amount of emotional depth. You have a lot of emotions that run inside you. There's nothing wrong with this. It's how you're wired. You need to honor your emotional experience, honor the storms as they come, and honor the peace as it comes. It's just going to come in cycles. And for you, you're here to ride that wave. You gain so much depth when you just allow yourself your emotional experience. You gain so much wisdom and understanding of yourself and others and people around you. I feel like spirit is coming in and saying, this is okay, that this is who you are, that this is a part of you. There's got pristine sunshine and blue skies on that water, and sometimes it's a freaking hurricane, and it's just the intensity. Like you can't break the ocean. You can't break you. You're not doing anything wrong. The feedback you've gotten in your life of like you're to this or to that, or that's not valid. That's not about you. That's about the other person. And you are mature enough to own your emotional experience without hurling it on other people. And in owning that experience, you begin to really mine the gold that is underneath those waves. It is at the bottom of the ocean. You can go all the way to the bottom of the ocean. Really beautiful imagery that I got for you. You have a strong, unique, oh, Six of Swords popped out, a strong and unique energy, and you're very emotional. And you have a tremendous amount of emotional wisdom because you're very emotional. There's nothing wrong with being very emotional. Don't let anybody tell you there is. My cards are going flying. I must be getting, getting a little tired. All right. Let me pull some cards for you, darling. What else does Cassie need to know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Six of Swords here is a journey. You are on a journey. King of Staves is maturity. Six of Cups is immaturity. So you have had periods in your life where you were immature in your emotional experience. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course you were. You had to learn. You had to, come to where you came to with it. Virgo is, I feel like you're a little too in your head about your emotions. You're trying to sort of be precise and keep yourself contained. And that's just not going to work for you. You have to own your power, and you do that by owning your emotional experience. I love seeing the Six of Swords here because it tells me that you're very open to feedback. You're open to hearing what other people have to say, but don't be so open to hearing what other people have to say that you lose your own discernment. Okay? There's a balance to be struck there. You have a lot of maturity that you're operating with now. There was a time when you didn't. There was a time when your emotional waves caused a lot of storms and upheaval and chaos. You lived in a lot of emotional chaos, but you don't anymore. So it's time to get back to honoring your emotional experience. You have the Sun on the bottom of the deck, which is like the most positive card in the deck. You can't get any better than that. So there you go, darling. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you so much.
Cassie, I feel like you need energy. Tap me into where in the cosmos am I going today? That planet. Connect me up. No. There, heart chakra, throat chakra, merge. Say I accept her. They're coming through. You feel they're saying they're not. They feel like Andromedans, but I think they are and they're not. This may be a planet they're caught in their star system. Thank you. Connection. And now you feel that energy going around you. Your home world, one of your home worlds, one of your original incarnation points in the cosmos. I do not know the name of this planet. It's not my thing, they're saying. But the thing is that this is going back like fucking millions of years. Hold on. It's showing me a story. Yeah, you've been in a lot of intergalactic wars, Cassie. These are past lifetimes. You'll probably, they say you may start to remember them. You probably will, I'm hearing. Now that I'm mentioning them, because usually you just need a point of reference and then things start to come out from there. So it's an intergalactic war. It's a star system around Andromeda, maybe an Andromeda star system. I don't know what is that Orion? I think that's the Orion star system I'm hearing. Anyways, so there was some kind of planetary war that happened millions of years ago, if not sooner, and you were part of this. And it's simply about you remembering and being reconnected with the energy of that planet, because that holds some of your fractals of your soul. So they want to talk about fractals. So Fractals are from other lifetimes, and sometimes we have to go back and get them. A lot of times this happens on Earth. Someone goes to like Egypt, they're called to Egypt, they're called to Puerto Rico, wherever. It's because they had a past lifetime there, and when they enter the place they used to be, they pick up the energy from that other life, even if they don't know it. So this is the message for you. And she says, yes, thank you, yes. So yeah, that's what it is. I'm missing something. I almost feel like the insectoids attacked the planet. Planetary creatures are strange. On one end of things, 1,000,000 years ago or 100,000, they could have been really like destroying creatures, and then they evolved into like peaceful creatures. Some people work with insectoids without any problem. Not really my jam, I'm hearing, but that's the thing for me. But still, it's some people work with them without a problem. But yeah, that's what I feel like. Insectoids or some kind of planetary creatures attacked. They look like insectoids to me. They look like ants and praying mantises. But I don't think they're the praying mantises they're saying. I think they're the ants. And my guides are saying it's amazing how much we've forgotten about the history of everything, which I think that is quite amazing. There you go, Cassie. That's it. And hold on, we're not done though. Okay. Log back in, PayPal, yes. Okay. Eek. Okay, we have 3 more deer. We have Ada Kelly next. And Ada, I'm going to do energy work.
You gonna go first?
Nah, I'll go first.
You go
Ada,
first. Okay.
I accept. You are working yourself too much, Ada. You need to stop this shit. You cannot work yourself into the ground. It is time for you to stop. My guides say. Time for you to stop. And I need something, not that though. I don't have, where's my wand at, man? I always find it. No. I was going to use this, Ingrid. I can't hear it. Oh, I can't hear it.
Okay. I had that in my head with my eyes closed. I saw that flash in my head just before you showed it to me. That's funny.
Maybe I need to use it. Is this my new healing torch today? Yes. Okay. I wonder why I grabbed this thing. Okay. I don't know how it's going to look on camera. People are going to think I'm crazy with this horse jaw. But everything has a reason. There you go. They're going to give you the power of a horse. Well, a little bit of it. They can't give you all of it, they're saying, but a tiny bit. Kaboom! Power of a horse. Okay. I'm going to paint those and use them. To recalibrate, have to recharge them. No. Okay. So also crystalline mountains there. Tap into that energy. Because you're wearing your body down too much. They're saying you've done this for too long. You can't keep this pace up. It's time to step a bit more into spiritual work and getting paid for that work. We understand that it scares you. Still understand that it's time. Don't make the mistake I did where I had to rupture a fucking tendon in my foot and go on medical leave and all this other shit, even though I probably may have agreed to that and before I came here. And had to go through all that shit of getting in a boot and taking 3 months off of work, even though it was kind of cool. Before I got, and then doing all this Facebook stuff and being shipped around during the pandemic. But yeah, don't do that. Don't do that shit. You need another card. And it's this one. The moon. So intuition, illusion, dreams, vagueness, instability, deception, anxiety, fear, misconception, subconscious, insecurity. Deal with that shit. All of those. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to become the king or the queen or however you wish to see yourself. It is time to step fully into your glory and power. But it's going to take a little bit of time to get there. And boom, energy of the Royal Syrian Council of Light. And my guides are laughing at me because I'm not a big fan of the Syrians. But I will do this for Ada. Kaboom. Okay. Not that I'm not a fan. I just, for some reason, I don't like working with Syrians. I don't know why. And that's about to change for me too, because we all have to take on shit that we don't want to. We all have to deal with things with change. It's all you, Ingrid.
Okay. Ada, I see a lot of blue, like electric blue, and swirlings. Swirling. Is it?
Yep.
Oh, I had no idea. There you go. Swirling electric blue. Feeling into your energy, my sweet. Yeah, I'm going to echo what Thomas was bringing through about all the hard work you've been doing. I'm going to give it a slightly different spin, and I bet Thomas will resonate. It's done. You've planted the seeds. You have to wait for the harvest. You cannot keep, like, don't keep working. There's no point. Don't keep working. I mean, of course, this is more symbolic that I'm picking up than it is literal. You know, in the world that we live in, we have it set up where we have like jobs and we gotta do what we gotta do. But there's an energy, there's a focus. You can relax. You can do your work in a more relaxed way and kind of go through the motions. You don't need to work yourself to the bone. It's already the seed, the harvest. You know, the crop's been planted. The harvest is coming later. That feels pretty amazing. Let me just tap in a little deeper. I'm seeing a lot of green, and I'm seeing like a bean sprout. I'm getting weird visuals tonight. A bean sprout with a human face. What does that mean? What?
It means you're going to grow.
What? Hang on. This is like nonsense. Come on, spirit. Give me nonsensical stuff. It feels like patience to me. It feels like just wait for the harvest to come in. It's about relaxing your energy, your focus. It's about allowing yourself more time to rest even when you're working. Find peace in the cracks of your life. Don't go so balls to the wall for a while. That will come around again, but this isn't the season for that. This is the season for resting. All right. This is the season for waiting. This is the season for taking it easy. That's what it is. Take it easy. Take it easy. All right, let me pull some cards. What else does our beautiful Ada need to know? Eight of Swords. Honey, get out of your own way. Babe, get out of your own way. All right? You're telling yourself a lot of stories. You got a lot of mind stuff going on. You are such a powerful freaking being, honey. You have all the power. The only thing that sabotages you is your own mind, your own stories. Your intuition is on fire. I promise you. You have real emotional depths and you do go up and down emotionally, but love yourself more and you're going to bring in the right people, okay, to help keep you balanced, And then we have the Hermit on the bottom. It's so interesting. The Two of Cups on one and the Hermit on the bottom. So there's a balance between alone time and people time. Alone time and people time. You are such an amazing human. You have so much going on. You have so much potential. Not potential. Potential's like, oh, you could get there, but you have all of this. You're the one blocking yourself. That's it. You're the one blocking yourself with your mind, with the stories that you tell, with the mental shenanigans that you put yourself through. Put the mind aside and feel your heart and feel into your power and know what you are capable of, and then relax into it and stand up and shine when it's time. You'll know when it's time. Okay? Love yourself more, beautiful. Okay.
Whew. Pamela, Boehme.
Pamela. You want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay, Pamela, what do we got for you, beautiful? So I'm getting a real big, long, clearing breath. Like, remember to breathe. I feel like you breathe a lot in your chest and you take shorter breaths, smaller breaths. And if you took deeper breaths and slowed yourself down, you would feel a lot better and you would have a lot more clarity. I feel sort of some anxiety and some maybe even borderline panic right now. You need to really focus on your breathing. Breath work would be really good for you, a regular breath work practice, or even just counting 5 breaths where you're just present for those breaths. Long, slow, deep breaths are real critical for you right now. You're in a time of black and confusion. I feel just a lot of black around you, like you cannot see. You cannot see. And it's causing you panic. Just take some breaths. As you take the breaths, the black will clear and you will come more and more into presence and into your body. And you will see what you need to see when you need to see it. There's a lot of confusion and shadowy stuff going on right now. There's not a lot you can do about that, but just really get present and get into your body. These sort of anxious, panic, short breathing, it feels like it's just ramping you up. So you need to find ways to calm yourself while you're going through this black period. I'm getting like a black period. So breathe deeply. Interrupt your panic with a deep breath and try and integrate some breath work or some presence with your long, deep breaths. You are in a difficult period, sort of a dark night of the soul kind of energy is what I'm getting. Remember that nothing is permanent. This too shall pass, and there's a lot of gold for you in that black, but you just have to be present for it in order to move through it. Nothing you do is going to move you through it faster. So just breathe and allow the process to move in the way that it needs to move. I have the 5 of Staves, the Magician, the Queen of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune, along with the 5 of Coins. So 2 5s is big change. 5s are generally challenging in the tarot. It's like busyness, it's isolation, it's chaos, it's all kinds of stuff. But you have the Queen of Cups. You are full of love. You are just full of it. And you have the Magician. You have all the tools you need to navigate this dark period. It's going to change very soon with the Wheel of Fortune. So this karmic cycle is going to come to a close and things are going to shift. Just breathe and trust yourself in every moment, in every step. You know what to do in the moment, not in the future, not in the past, in this moment. All right, darling?
Ingrid, do you have any of your windows open?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you have oxygen. That's what I was being told to tell you.
Thank you. Yes, I
Why?
do. Appreciate it.
Okay, let me look at her. I've not pulled out a single card. I wish I could blow the picture up bigger. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Ingrid. It's time to stop. It's time to stand still. I'm seeing a lot of sadness and fear. Did we freeze? Okay, we came back. And the root chakra and the sacral chakra. So the fear comes from childhood and abandonment. And in the sacral, it's coming from emotions. Looks like a ex-boyfriend. There's deeper stuff there. I don't really want to get into that. It's your personal business. But we definitely can help you with that. Before I get to that, though, I'm asking, what is it you need to do in the near future? They're echoing what Ingrid said, breathe, as well as okay, cool. So I say this a lot of times to clients. We exist in a bunch of different categories. We have to work on spiritually. 2 of those are emotional and mental. I want you to pick one of those things and kind of work with it in yourself. It's going to give you a starting point for the change that's coming for you. We always need a starting point. We never start a race if we didn't know where to start or even finish it. But the point is that starting point for you emotionally is going to be about finding a place and starting at that place and moving forward into that energy is going to help you become who you truly want to be. They keep saying the word agate. So I feel like you need to wear a piece of agate. I don't know what. Maybe fire agate would be good. Or blue or fire. Fire. They keep saying fire, 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 fire. Okay. Fire agate. You could probably find a very cheap piece and a necklace on Amazon. Just make sure it's real. And that's going to help. And find out what fire. You can look up what fire agate does, because all crystals have their own properties. Like with me wearing this, this is what happens before it becomes adventurine. This is a heart chakra stone. So I do wear it, yes. Well, you already wear it. So maybe you need to cleanse it, they're saying. So put it in some salt water, like overnight, wash it off with some water, put it out into the sun. Some people put it in the moon. I put my crystals in the sun. I don't know why, but I like to put them in the sun unless it's like a full moon or something. So put it in the sun. Also, you're going to start seeing that you need to clear out certain things in your life that doesn't work anymore. Because the craziest thing is what I saw was a flosser. So it's literally removing the junk in between things that don't work for you anymore. And those are people. And they have me slamming things down. So that's the next step. Third step is, once you get through that, it's not through, once you get through this water energy, because it's water, it's emotion, it's water. It's going to bring you to a point where you start connecting in with your ancient Egyptian heritage. This is another past lifetime. But that's going to be that's starting to occur. You're starting to connect in a little bit, but that's going to take some time. And it's not about flossing regularly. It's about cleaning the people out of your life that don't matter. They're just using something symbolic that I'll understand, because they like to do that. They'll use things that are on my desk, like words, to show me things. Anyways, or I might look over there and see Jesus, and then I have to call in Jesus because it's on my candle. Anyways, so the point is that the Egyptians are going to be important in the future, but that's about 3 to 6 months away, if not longer, depending on what you do. Everything's a time cycle. So if you were to do something right now and go gung-ho into it, which you don't need to do, case in point, you don't need to do that. But if you were, things would happen faster, but you would overwhelm yourself. You need to take time to stop, because there's too much shit in your life that's bothering you. That's one of the reasons why you paid for this reading, because there's too many things that are bothering you, and you need someone else to see that for you, so you can start to make the appropriate changes in your life that's going to bring you in proper alignment with where you need to be next. And a lot of that is cutting out some people that no longer serve you. And one of them's that, my guys, you don't want me to say that. I will not say it then. Fuckers. And let's just say it's a male. And yes, I'm aware of the Egyptian connection. Yes, it's going to play a very important role, because part of that is happening in your life right now. And it's just replaying. But it's not replaying the same way. It's just the karma's replaying, they're saying. So karma can happen in another life, and then you have to balance it out in this one. And who the fuck knows what you even did in Egypt, unless you remember, which you partially do or have some idea, they're saying. But that is, we just need to do the energy work of clearing these chakras. Thank you, Thomas. And now, kaboom. Tap into sacral. Say, I accept in your head, Pamela. Reconfigure, light, release. Reconfigure, light, release. Reconfigure, light, release. Heart chakra. Reconfigure, light, release. Solar plexus, reconfigure, light, release. What about the root? No. Okay. We're good. And next we have one more person. And just give me a second here. The computer's running a little slower than normal. Is going to be, Oh, we got 2. You okay with that, Miss Ingrid?
I'm okay with that.
Soul treat.
Soul
Well,
treats.
you said well.
Well, I have 30% battery, so I'm okay with it.
My laptop. Yeah. Other than that, guys, as I put up on there, donations be closed.
Okay, soul treats. Okay, I am seeing chicken wire around your heart. This is interesting because it means it's not completely closed off or anything, but there's still some real some protection there. You're keeping some protection up around your heart. It's like chicken wire, and your heart is like trying to get through, like the energy is trying to squeeze through, but it's slightly blocked because you have chicken wire around your heart. That's okay. It's not anything wrong that you're doing or bad that you've done or any, it's not about that. We all throw up protections around our heart at some point in our life because we get hurt and we don't like it. But because we're seeing the protections that you have around your heart, now it's time to bring them down. It's time to back up, is what I'm getting. Just back up from all of your connections for a moment, and then take that wire down and then move back out into relationship. Your relationships are going to flourish if you can work on taking down that chicken wire, if you can take down that energy. That's what spirit is coming through and saying it's time for your relationships to flourish in a whole new way, in a way that you've never, maybe not never experienced, but you haven't experienced in a very long time because you've been careful, which is fine. Discernment is appropriate. That carefulness was appropriate. And now you are expanded in frequency enough where you can safely and confidently wear your heart on your sleeve, bear your heart and bring it out fully in relationships and be vulnerable and be open in a way that you haven't been before energetically. There's like an energetic openness, and your relationships are going to deepen and flourish, and you're going to feel very happy is what I'm getting. It's going to make you happier than you realize it will. These deepening relationships are going to make you happier than you realize. So that feels really, really yummy. Let me pull some cards for you, darling. What else does beautiful soul trees need to know? We have Virgo. We have the 9 of coins. We have the Western Emperor. And we have the 8 of Cups with the Prudence card. So you have a lot of personal power that you've developed and cultivated in your lifetime. You have a strong balance of the feminine and the masculine energy. So maybe a little more over on the masculine side, but pretty good balance. But there's something you need to walk away from. Okay? And it's this carefulness. It's this holding yourself back, being this carefulness you have in your relationships. You got to walk away from that. You also need to walk away from some pain that you've experienced in your lifetime, some trauma, some grief. You just need to let it go. There's a piece of you that's been holding on to some grief and some trauma for many, many years, and it's time to just let that go. You've held on to it not because necessarily you've wanted to, or like, it's mine. You just haven't really been aware that you've been holding on to it, and now awareness is coming to you. As awareness of what you've been holding on to is coming to you, it's time to let it go. It's time to just release it so you can turn around and open your heart and shine yourself, be the beacon that you are, really deep in your relationships and allow yourself to be very happy in your relationships. This is your relationships with friends, with family, ultimately with a lover is what I'm getting. That's what feels really good. So thank you very much, Soul Treats. Appreciate you so much. Bouncing you to the man.
3, 4, 5. Good guy. 6. Okay. Soul treats. Oh, the past and the present are merging. You're going to love these cards. 2 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. But I see them a little different. Let's make a choice. What do you want? Apparently, this is going to be about love. I can't believe I'm going down this path with you. Okay. I don't see this as the 10 of Swords. I see it as death and rebirth. That's my new thing for the 10 of Swords half the time when I look at it. Death and rebirth.
That actually relates to the 10 of Swords. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Okay. Well, I just channel. And what are you avoiding, soul treats? 4 of Wands. Celebration. Family. Happiness. Your kingdom with your man. I'm seeing some things I can't talk about on camera. And maybe I don't want to see anyways, but the point is that I'm seeing them. So jump into the deep end of the pool. You're already ready, they're saying. You're already wearing your bathing suit. It's time to jump in. Okay. Look at that. Unexpected help. Celebration. 3 of Cups. They're saying, can we make this any more plainer for you? It is time. Next right action, counsel with yourself. Right there. What is this? The 3 of Pentacles. Counsel with yourself about what it is you're not looking at or avoiding. Avoiding. Don't get mad at Thomas. He's only the messenger. Because this is the dude. That was the next right action. Probable future. The Page of Swords. Because he's a strapping lad and he holds a sword. That didn't sound right. Whatever. But the point is that he is a strapping lad and he can fuck some shit up. But he's never going to come in. Well, he's going to come in one way or the other, whether you like it or not, my guides are saying. But why make it a painful process when it can be an easy one? They're saying it doesn't have to be like The Notebook, even though it wouldn't take that long. But it doesn't have to be like The Notebook, which is an amazing movie. If any of you haven't watched it, you should all watch The Notebook. Okay, moving on. What else does she need to know? That she's protected. And it is time for her to find the man that she is looking for. Look at that. The star. Confirmation. Thomas, did you record any of this? Yes, I recorded it on YouTube. Don't be this crazy person. The 4 of, I don't know how many swords that is. On the boat. They say you know what the card means better than Thomas. Don't be this crazy person. And this crazy person too. Just looking at everything. Oh, I know you know what the card means. I know what I think it means. Don't be looking at the things you left behind. Because he's coming in one way or the other. Be prepared, woman, they're saying. Be prepared. Okay, yes. It's recorded on my page, Cassie. And it's also recorded on YouTube. So, yes. Next up. Thank you, Soul Treats. I need energy work on her. Tiny bit. Energy. Okay, there we go. Thank you. And next up, we have our final person of the day. Miss Germana Drago.
Germana. Okay, Germana. Show me. I'm feeling my third eye tingling a lot. You're doing a lot of work with your third eye, with your spirituality, and with your intuition, putting a lot of focus on it. I am getting a little bit of an edge to it, like a little dark edge to your intuition, to your spirituality. I feel like you are exploring certain edges, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Remember to stay in your heart is what Spirit is telling me. We can get so caught up in our spirituality and our intuition, our third eye, and leave out the heart. And if we do that, we lose our ability to connect with each other and to connect that spirituality and even the edges that you're exploring with love for our fellow humans. And there's no point if we're not doing it that way, if we don't have the heart involved. So you're doing really well with your focusing and developing your intuitive gifts and your spirituality, but please remember to bring the heart into it, to work on the heart and open up your heart. That authenticity, that self-love, that compassion, that love for others, the God love is housed in the heart, and it wants to connect with the third eye. Otherwise, you can think that you're really clear and you're actually really lost, is what I'm getting. So you're fine exploring the edges, but bring the heart into it and you won't go too far in either direction. You'll be able to take a lot from the exploration of those edges, sort of the outer rims, the a little bit of taboo is what I'm getting, a little dark is what I'm getting. But if you inject the heart into your practice, into your exploration, into your spiritual exploration, you bring it into alignment and you're able to be of service with all of that exploration, even if it's swimming around in some darkness, even if it's swimming around in some taboo stuff. When you inject love into it with the heart, you are of service with that. So that's what Spirit is saying about that. Let me pull some cards. What else does this beautiful soul need to know? What else does this beautiful soul need to know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Knight of Staves. So you have a lot of confidence. Six of Staves. You know you're winning. The Hope card. You have goals. You know where you're headed. And the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning very quickly for you. I do have the Five of Coins here. So bring that heart into what you're doing. You're very good at what you're doing. You're very good at it. You know you're good at it. You know where you're headed. Bring the heart in or you end up by yourself. And the Seven of Swords, there's some stickiness to what you're doing. Really, I would really encourage you to focus on dropping into your heart, connecting with love in whatever form is you see fit in the moment, because what the outcome is potentially some loneliness and even some enemies is what I'm getting, like vulnerability and not the good kind of vulnerability, not the heart kind of vulnerability, but the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles together feels uncomfortable. And yet I can also see what a powerhouse you are and how confident you are and how you're going after what you want to go after. But there's some interpersonal price that you're going to pay if you don't drop into the heart. Slow yourself down and let the heart catch up with the activities of the third eye, which is your spiritual exploration and your intuition development. Over to you, Thomas.
I'm going to enjoy this one. Let me get situated. Okay. You're highly psychic, number one. Highly psychic. But with being highly psychic, you can sometimes, as Ingrid said, go on darker pathways. Because people like us can jump through dimensions and universes and do all kinds of crazy shit. And sometimes we're not emboldened by the same. And what's the word? We never get the word right, Ingrid. Emboldened. What is it?
Emboldened.
Emboldened. Thank you. By the same rules that everyone else is on.
No, wrong word. It wasn't. It's emboldened. I know what you're saying, and I've got a blank. Tied down, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have the same rules we have to follow as everyone else. But with that comes, it's something I've had to look at recently. I'm just going to call you Drago. And I know why you have that last name too. We'll get to that in a minute. But the point is that you can do things that some people will not do, because we test waters and we test boundaries and we test everything, which case in point is in the past, you're having plenty of victory. You got that. You're victorious, the wands, but now you're here. So it is the Seven of Cups. You have all these different cups available to you. The question becomes, where is it you want to go? I have a feeling you may be looking at some craft and working with some other extraterrestrials, but be careful with both of those. Not saying there's anything wrong with working with witchcraft, because I do too. But the point is be careful what you're doing with it, but also be careful what extraterrestrials you're working with, because some of them, my guides are saying, come in sheep's clothing and they're really wolves. Look up the 105 universal laws. I don't normally say that in a live, but look them up and they will show you how the universe is run. If you haven't already, I'm hearing. I'm giving you this reading so you don't make any mistakes that you're going to regret later. Okay? What you're avoiding. Two of Swords. I want you to look at this. The moon's upside down. So you're not looking at your emotions, your heart. Don't do something for the sake of power. I used to do that. But at the same time, I'm a Cancer, so I'm always really kind of connected to my emotions, even if I don't quite understand what that means at the time. But it's just part of my makeup. But you're going to have to make a choice at some point coming up about where you want to go next. I don't know what you are talking to or messing with, and my guides do not want me to go look for it. Unexpected help. One of my favorite cards, the Death card. Means death to what you may believe you need to do now. That came out pretty strong. Why am I seeing the movie Hellraiser? I watched that 2 nights ago, the remake of it. I didn't really like it. Anyways, but the point is that yeah, I'm seeing the movie Hellraiser. So I don't know what you're fucking with, but be careful. Be very careful. But maybe it's just understanding that there's other ways of doing things sometimes than magic. Not magic, but just understanding the implications of what you're doing. There are karmic effects, my guides are saying. I feel like I'm getting most of this right, and some of this I'm misjudging. I have to state that, and I normally wouldn't state that, but I am because that's what I feel. So don't take it as bad. Just take it as if you feel something's off with what you're doing or what you're thinking, take a step back and look at it. I've seen other spiritual people in my life, Drago, that are amazing with spiritual work, tapped into both sides of light and dark, and are fucking batshit crazy because they never worked on their emotions or their mental mind. I need to tell you that. They could fucking be like millionaires. I'm thinking of one person in particular. Millionaires, but they don't ever want to get their fucking emotions right. Or their mental state right. I'm looking at comments. It's Germana. There you go. I'm dealing with heavy-duty health issues. Oh, that's interesting. No, Lotta, I don't know. Do we have time for another reading? We're not going there yet. I'll do that in a second. She's dealing with heavy-duty health issues. So what is it you're not looking at? Is there something that's going on with Germana with your... If it's not magic, then what is it?
That's interesting because I really picked up a lot of the same stuff that you did, Thomas, for Germana, like that spirituality and exploration and sort of like magic and on the edge.
Yeah.
Is that not resonating?
Yeah, Germana, is that not resonating? Because I still have 2 more cards. I am a Reiki master. Okay.
No, that's not it. You know, well, if we're off on this one, then maybe we need to give her a rain check next week when we're more fresh.
Yeah, but I had to stop because of my serious illness.
What does she have to do? Stop Reiki?
Yeah, because she's got a serious illness. Okay, Germana, I'm going to give you an option here. I can refund you, or we can read for you next week when I'm fresh.
Yeah, we may be just really tired.
Yeah, I can't pull the energy I need to pull right now.
Yeah.
To help you.
Let us know what you want. We'll do either way.
We'll be live.
You know what?
Time, 8
and this, like, this happens sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes it's just like, oh, whoops, missed the mark. Maybe we're picking up on somebody else in the feed because we're not focused.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us know what you want to do. We're good either way. So on that note, I don't think any more readings tonight.
No.
I think we're tapped out.
We're tapped out. So we'll see you next week, Germana.
Okay,
She's a
groovy, cool.
Oh, just
Right
let me
on.
check this PayPal thing. Just I want to see what else is through. So if I need to refund anything,
Okay.
because I had a feeling when that person said they were gonna donate, I was like, we've already said we're done.
Yeah, donation's closed, my love.
Charlotte, do you want us to hold you over till next week as well while we're on the feed? If you're here, my dear. Yeah, we got you. See, that's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you'll be first, Germana. So even if you don't catch it at 8 p.m. exactly, Eastern time, US, then you can just rewatch the replay.
Thank you for understanding.
Yeah, thank you all for understanding. It is what it is. It happens. And yeah, so I have an idea. Anyways, but yep, thank you all. Peace out.